Here I go again on my own. It's that exciting time of year again. Taking the boat out for the first time. Bangarang! There you go. Let's do a quick once over, make sure we're not gonna leave anything behind. We've got rods, we've got charged batteries, we've got a motor, and we've got a dream baby. Oh, and we got the white truck today. Alright. I think we're good to go. Alright, so today we're taking the pretty green boat and the white truck 3 hours north to Thunder Bay. And I'm going to be targeting some lake trout and salmon. Pretty chilly out this morning. It's about 40 degrees this morning. That's in Fahrenheit. One thing I almost forgot before I left is the shades. Can't forget the old Fin Noirs. Look at that beautiful stuff right there. We already melted all of the frost off the window. Spring has been sticking around like a sticky glue this year. Unfortunately, we had a very, very cold fall with little to no snow at the beginning. And when that happens, it seems like the spring sticks around a little bit longer. I honestly feel like in northern Minnesota this year, we didn't really get a spring. Right now, I'm following the north shore of Lake Superior. I'll be to my destination in about 2.5 hours, which is Thunder Bay. If you've been watching the videos for a little bit, you know that I've gone there in the winter. I had some crazy experiences with high wind and really cold weather, but we caught a lot of lake trout. The good news is I'm supposed to have a couple nice days of weather here, so I thought it would be a fun time to do some truck camping and park the boat and get the legs stretched on the boat motor for the spring. It's funny because the first trip of the season is always the one where you find the problems and figure them out. I have a lot of trips planned with this boat this year, and I need to make sure it's working and operating correctly, so I figured why not try a new place for open water. It's been a little bit since I've towed with the white truck. It's handling it really well. This is a relatively heavy boat. I mean, there's definitely bigger ones out there, but you can feel it. But the roads are smooth, the views are beautiful. Hopefully the sun warms up the lake by the time I get out there, because it would be nice to not have to wear a ice suit on the lake. But just in case, I do have it packed. Should be to the boat launch by just before noon, and launch the boat and get myself fishing. Life comes at you fast, but you don't have to be alone with the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Mental health may feel like a taboo topic, but it doesn't have to be. Over 62% of adults believe that societal attitudes lead to people not getting help with mental health. I'm a firm believer that we can leave generational differences in the past and fix this issue. It's not only a difference in generational gaps, though, because despite growing up in an era of mental health awareness, over 37% of Gen Z believes that those who seek therapy are mentally weak. I've personally been a customer of BetterHelp since 2019, and it has helped me through many different stages of my life. As you can imagine, being alone sometimes can lead me to be my own worst enemy, so having a professional to give me pointers, push myself in the right direction, it helps me feel accomplished and heard. In honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, BetterHelp is sponsoring this video. I'm working with them to stop the stigma around mental health and support and encourage people to get the help that they need from a licensed therapist. You don't need to be alone in your brain. Therapists listen, they ask questions, and help you find new perspectives. They give you the tools that you need and advice to make positive changes and fulfill their mission to make starting therapy as easy as possible. If you think that you could benefit from talking with a licensed therapist, there's a link down in my description. You can also click on the one right here. It's going to be betterhelp.com/mav. Once you click that link, you'll match with a therapist in as little as a couple days. Using my link also gets you 10% off your first month of therapy. Let's squash this mental health beef together. I am a firm believer that, there's points in your life, things that you go through where you need somebody to talk to, and that's where BetterHelp comes in. So thanks to them for sponsoring this video. And then now let's get back to the prepaid programming. All All right, we made it across the Canadian border. No frills. I have never launched a boat over here, so I gotta pick out a boat launch that I want to go to, and just cross my fingers that it's a good one. It's starting to warm up a little bit. 45 degrees is tolerable. I've made it to Thunder Bay. I'm gonna actually drive a little bit north to closer to an area where I ice fished 2 seasons ago. It's gonna be about an hour drive, but it'll save me some time in the boat, which would be nice. The plan is to go out fishing today, catch some fish. Maybe I'll stay up in the truck that way, or maybe I'll work my way back down. Who knows? The world is my oyster. Been craving a little bit of spontaneity lately, so this is it's gonna be a good day. All right, that's good news. This riverboat launch looks like it's open. Been driving by a few spots, and it looks like a lot of the boat launches around here are actually still covered in ice, if you can believe that. Nice little river launch here. But it definitely took me a lot longer to get situated than I thought it was going to. It's just past 3 o'clock, and the road trip was long, so I'm gonna take a little 20-minute nap. Even though I'm excited to get out there, I feel like after that long drive, I need a little siesta, and then I'll see where I'm at after that. But the good news is that I have my little apartment on wheels with, so got everything cleaned up from the fire that I had last time. Ended up taking that old battery out of here. And yeah, take a little nappy poo. All right, well, I'm up for my nap. Been seeing a few people launching their boat here. No dock in yet, so they've just been launching it right from the shore. This seems like an awesome spot to give a try tomorrow. There is only one issue. It's gonna be like an hour boat ride to where I want to get. So I think with the truck today, I'm gonna try to drive to where I want to be tomorrow, see if I'm gonna be able to launch the boat, and then if I can't, we'll come back here for the morning. We'll camp here and jump on into the river. The good thing is that I have a meal plan that isn't fish, so I wasn't banking on being able to fish today just to be able to eat. So I gotta put my battery down, I gotta put some stuff away, and then I'm gonna get back behind the wheel and I think drive about 20 more minutes before I'm at the location that I want to check out. All right, well, I just drove down a road where there was the private boat launch. It looks like it's gonna be much too shallow for me to launch my boat in, but I left it there. I ended up meeting 2 really nice people that are gonna allow me to camp there for the night, which is super awesome. I'm about 30 minutes from any town right now, so it'll save me some time in the morning to be somewhere where I can just wake up, and I gotta drive about 10 minutes north to go launch my boat probably, but that'll save me some time. And on the plus side, when I go back into town right now to go grab some groceries, I don't have to bring my big heavy boat. It's always amazing, the people that I meet while I'm on the road. People are so nice, man. Don't be afraid to go out and talk to people. You might just be surprised at the people you meet and the opportunities that you get yourself into. All right, so I gotta get a couple ingredients to make some food for the night, and then I gotta find some snacks that I'm able to have on the boat tomorrow. Gatorade sounds nice. Those. Get a little milk for the morning. Road receipt. Secured the bag. I got myself enough snacks to live out here for a few days, but that's just how I roll. If I can't eat, we're in a world of pain. I don't know how on earth I thought I was going to be able to go fishing today. My 3-hour road trip ended up being about a 4.5-hour road trip. I had groceries to get, and it was a lot more complex to find a place to launch the boat than I thought it was going to be. But good news is I've got groceries for tonight and tomorrow, and I've got a dream. I've got all day tomorrow to fish, so there is no rush. Get myself a nice early night's sleep tonight after some dinner, and get after it in the morning. All right, here's my camp spot for the night. The sun's gonna probably be down by the time I'm finished cooking, so I was gonna show you the lake here. You can see it's like the ocean, and this is just one small little bay. This bay is relatively shallow, so me with a giant fiberglass boat that doesn't have a rolling trailer, it's gonna be tough for me to launch here, so I think I'm gonna drive to a deeper launch tomorrow. But what I mean by that is these fiberglass boats, they have carpeted bunks, so they're very hard to get off in shallow water, meaning I'll have to back my truck in like a long ways into the lake, and that scares me a little bit. So it's gonna be a longer boat ride, but we're gonna do that for safety. You know what else we're gonna do for safety is eat some food. All right, for dinner tonight, we're gonna make some beef chow fun. Doesn't that sound fun? Beef chow fun. Need this guy. Need this dude. Now I need my groceries. All right, so I have some pre-marinated and pre-sliced beef that I prepped at home here. It's gonna heat up some oil on my wok. We're gonna make some beef chow fun. It's gonna be my first time making this. Pretty simple meal, one that you definitely could make at home, but see if I can't execute it out here in the truck bed. All right, the trick is here, you want to get the beef crispy, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I don't want to overcook it, but I put a baking soda in with my marinade to help keep the beef tender. I'm going to set my beef to the side. All right, the sun is just starting to set on Lake Superior. Looks absolutely gorgeous out there, doesn't it? But the other thing that looks absolutely gorgeous is my dinner. I am so hungry. So I wanted to find thicker rice noodles, but I couldn't, so we're making do with what we've got. Some little vermicelli style. You got crispy beef, you got a little broccolini, some green onion. Oh my gosh. Wow. Truth be told, my noodles are a little stuck together. I thought they were pre-cooked. That's my fault. I'll take that one off the chin. I don't even mind. If I was going to make this again, I would definitely make sure that I had thick noodles and that they were cooked beforehand. Because the big reason why they're stuck together is that I had to use so much water to get them cooked in the stir fry. All the sauce is made up of is dark soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, hoisin, or not hoisin, oyster sauce, sesame oil, and that's really about it. You can add a little pinch of lemon on top if you want, but I think it's delicious just how it is. That is delicious. Alright, it's fully dark outside. I'm gonna take the shoes off, enjoy the nice meal that I had, and get myself some rest for the night. Because I'm gonna be up somewhat bright and early tomorrow. I don't need to be up too bright because it is chilly out. And these fish, even though I like when it's warm out, these fish definitely also like when it's warm out, so I'm going to take full advantage of that and probably wake my butt up at like 8 a.m. and try to be fishing by like 9:30, 10-ish. But awesome first night. Great meal. Feeling good about my odds tomorrow. Sometimes it's just the way things go. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. You don't get to do the day that you wanted, but the day that you needed. So we're getting the old diesel heater queued up. It's gonna be nice and toasty in here. All right, good night. Good morning. Oh, I slept like a rock. Here we are on the beloved Lake Superior, and the furthest north that I've ever been on this lake. 36 degrees Fahrenheit in this lake, so just above freezing. If I had to guess, well, I don't have to guess because I've been checking the weather like a crazy person. The ice just came out of here about 3 days ago, so not sure what that means for our fishing. I think we're gonna either find them really deep or really shallow. Alright, first little spot I'm trying, there's a big island out here in the middle of the lake, and it's got this little water being so cold, it has potential to hold some fish. So I got to be really careful going through here because when it gets shallower, there can be rocks that come up, and if I hit my boat on a rock, I might be in for a bad day. There's like 30-foot water clarity here. It's crazy. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go in here. There's a lot of ice in here still. Is this just skim ice, or is this more than skim ice? It doesn't appear to be very thick, just like really thin, what we would call skim ice, surface ice. The water temperatures aren't really that much higher here. Only 36 degrees, so I'm not seeing enough here that makes me want to set lines yet, but just move around a little bit, see if I see anything on the graph, and then if I do, then I'll get a line set. But it's going to be a little bit of trial and error, seeing if I can find some fish quick. There's one. There we go. First Laker, jigging in the 2025 season. Let's go, baby. That's awesome. Feels good to get the skunk out of the boat early today. See? Sleep in, catch fish, take your time, find your spot. It's okay. The fish will wait for you. Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome. There was a lot more fish down there, but they kind of all dispersed once I caught that one, so gotta see if I can't go find them again. Oh boy, that's a good fish. Hooked up. All right, we're hooked up on fish number 2 here. Took me a little bit to find him again, but found one. Oh boy, better loosen that drag up. He's got some spunk in him. Oh. No. He got away. He got away. Fish. I'm on him again. Oh, no way, dude. You got off too. They were hungry. I'm starting to get hungry. I'm gonna make myself a little pot of ramen here. Oh, no. Whoops. Just burned my carpet. That was dumb. The other thing that was dumb is I don't think I have a flipping fork. All right, well, I realized that I have forgot a fork. So, remember those little pliers that I was using to take the fish off? Yeah. That looks like a fork, doesn't it? Let's have some hot soup. There's a fish under me. You think I'll catch it? All gone. I only need one more for my limit, so let's see if we can get it right here, right now. Basically, all I'm doing here is I'm leaving my trolling motor down, which, I mean, hopefully it doesn't fall off, but when I see fish on the graph, I hit the spot lock button on my remote, and bang-o whammo, right, there's the fish right there. So we shut the motor off, hit the anchor button, grab our delicious white hair jig tied to our Fenwick Elite rod, and we smash! This is so much fun, dude. I'm having a blast. Oh my gosh, there's so many fish on the screen too. Look at them all. There's like 5 or 6 fish on the screen right there. So I think they're just feeding off this shelf. There's one on the downfall. That was so sick. Whoa! Back the drag off of him. Oh, did he pop off? Yeah, he popped off. Dang. Lost him. That's so cool. He's like 40 feet down right now, shaking his head. Oh, this might be a better one. This one might be a better one. Holy. He's dogging me right now. Dude, this is a big fish. This is a really big fish. Holy cow, this is fun. Let's land this big one. He's not a super giant, but he's not small. Oh no. Yeah. We got him. That's a nice fish. Oh my gosh, he's got a lamprey. That's crazy. We got him. Alright, this thing is gross. It's called a sea lamprey. This is my first time actually seeing one of these in person. They're gross looking, man. I can't tell you how many days I've been on the ice where I've been daydreaming about doing this. This type of fishing is something that I've never been able to do before. So for the stars do align for me to get out here 2 days after ice out and be able to catch some lake trout, this is so much fun. Alright, I think it's about time to get the heck out of here. Funny, back home right now it's 80 degrees outside and I'm freezing my nards off here. Yeah, baby. That was so much fun. I haven't had that much fun fishing in a long time. Let's get that boat back off the water. Nice. For as good as the fishing was, I felt like I should have had my limit a lot faster, but a limit's a limit. For those of you that don't fish, catching lake trout like that on open water is very rare. First time in my life I've ever done that. This is gonna be one to remember. I am a swift 5 hours from home, so I think I'm gonna be camping somewhat close by tonight, and I'm gonna be eating good. Eating some fresh lake trout tonight. Well, I gotta give a big thank you and shout out to John and Velvet for letting me stay on their property last night, so I think what better way to do that than to drop off some fresh fish. It is already 6 p.m., so it's gonna be awful tempting just to park here for the night and I guess head back tomorrow at some point, but being on the water takes it out of you. All right, just got the fish all cleaned up. Now it's time to cook them. All right, there's the fish all cleaned up. I'll be cooking them in the house tonight. Yeah. My new friends are kind enough to let me hang out and are offering to cook for me, so I'm not going to say no. Who am I?
Fish, we're going to do that.
Thank you very much.
Really, it's a good trade-off for us. It's our first fish this year.
Appreciate it. My first fish this year, too.
Yeah, by feed.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Thank you. Fresh fried up lake trout, some homemade tartar sauce, and some salad. This is proper. Oh,
hockey game.
Yeah, and the Leafs versus the Predators?
Panthers.
Panthers, my bad. Panthers.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Pretty good stuff.
So good. Nice job on the tartar sauce, too. All right, just heading back to my truck after some dinner. It was delicious. Holy man. It's not very often that when I'm on the road I get other people offering to cook for me, so I wanted to take full advantage of that. I offered to cook, but they wouldn't let me. Put some of my little snacks away. And call it a night. It's been a long day and I'm exhausted, can you tell? Time to lose the sweatshirt, the pants, turn the diesel heater on, and get cozy. Last night I was sweating my absolute unit off in here. Days on the lake, they take it out of you, whether it's in the spring, summer, or winter. It's insane how exhausted I am right now, just from being on the boat. In my jammies, it's time to get some shut-eye. Good night. That's not Gatorade. Don't drink that. Good morning. Slept like a rock. We're not going fishing today. I made some plans with my mom and my pop to hang out today, so I've got to work my way home. As it stands right now, I'm not going to get home until about 1 p.m. So I'm going to knock this drive out. Thank you guys for watching the video. As always, until next time, you already know the drill. Let's keep on trucking.